Hey everyone, hope you're all doing good. I'm glad you're here. Today I want to try and show you how I make dresses. I volunteered at our church to make 4 little girl dresses for a mission. They're sending packages to missions and they needed 4 little girl dresses, and I think it's just more special to make them instead of just buying them. Although I'm not making the top myself, on 3 of them at least. One of them I think I'm gonna just make it all myself, but what I decided to do is make the tops. I bought onesies and I'm gonna sew on a skirt and try if I can make dresses that way. It's gonna save me a little bit of time, and not just that, I really like the look of them. I saw some on Etsy shops and I figured, you know what, that would be a brilliant idea. So I'm gonna show you. I have laid it out, so I'm gonna try and show you what I'm making, and I'm gonna try and explain at least one of them and show you how I do it. Okay, this is one of them. So I'm gonna cut the onesie and sew on a skirt from this fabric. I think it's gonna look pretty. And the next one is this. Not sure if the colors are showing up correct, but anyways, and this one is a fun one. I don't know, I'm not too sure about this, but I couldn't find anything. Like, we don't have a whole lot of options right here to buy fabric, so this was kind of the only one that matched this. And then this is just leftovers that I had laying around. It's navy blue as well. I don't know why I ended up with so much blue again, but this is navy blue, and then with white lace. I'm gonna try and figure out, make a dress of this, because this is just leftovers. And then, yeah, that's the four dresses that I'm gonna try and make. But yeah, we're gonna find out. So I've cut that to the length I think it needs to be. And I also cut these to size, so I'll spread it out a little bit so you can see. I don't know if you can see, like, this is just a rectangular piece that I'm gonna gather at the top and sew it on in the front. And I'm not sure, like, my plan was a little bit different. I wanted to use elastic in the waist because this is not stretchy and this is, and I still want them to be able to get it on, right? So, but I don't have elastic, and the nearest place I can get elastic is Regina. So we're gonna figure something else out, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna gather 2 pieces, one for the front, one for the back, and then go from there. So I'm just gonna stitch it very loose. Like, usually I sew on 3 or 3.5, but I think I'm gonna do 4 at least. 4, yeah. So this is where I'm gonna gather it, or yeah. Okay, so I sewed the top, and now I'm just gonna pull one of these threads and it's gonna gather it up. So, as you can see, I have gathered both pieces, the front and the back. I've gathered them on the top so that they roughly fit the front here. They're not exactly, but roughly. So I'm gonna sew them on. Obviously, I have to make sure that it's the right way, right? So I'm gonna sew them on. Hopefully, once I've sewed both pieces on, the front and the back, it's not too tight. So they can still get it on and off. because this is stretchy, but that one is not. So I really hope it's gonna work, but we're gonna find out. I'm gonna open up a little bit of the sides here so I can make it look like it's supposed to be on there. So I'm just gonna open it up a little bit. Okay, so I have opened up both sides a little bit, and I'm gonna show you how I sew on the skirt. So I'm not sure if you can see, so I have it laying this way. And I'm just gonna make sure I don't sew the back at the same time as the front. I'm just gonna do the front for now. And I'm gonna get my gathered skirt. Well, I call it a skirt already. It's not just a piece of fabric right now, but and I'm gonna lay it on top. You have to do right on right. Like this is the right side, this is the right side. You put right on right. So when you flip it, it's how it's supposed to look. So I have one side on. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, that's how it kind of looks. On camera, it kind of looks like the bodice is a little bit long, and I'm kind of debating, is it or is it not? I don't think it is, like in real life, but I'm gonna just leave it as is. But I'm gonna do the back now as well, the same way. I have both sides on. Now I just need to close the sides here. And oh, and as I said, I'm gonna sew around the waist one more time, just so it doesn't come apart as easy. So I'm gonna do that and then sew the sides shut, and then I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna cut the skirt a little bit more or if I'm just gonna hem it and done. We'll find out. It looks a little bit long to me, but I'm gonna see. Okay, so it's a little bit later. I have sewn the sides shut, so it's all finished except for I need to hem the skirt on the bottom. So I'm going to do that next, and I think after that it should be finished. The colors don't come quite right on camera. This looks black and it's not. It's both navy blue. So, and usually I do not pick this bright colors. I don't know, I'm not a very big fan of bright colors. But, as I said, I don't have a whole lot of choices here when it comes to fabric, so I think it's gonna look pretty on a little girl, but anyways, I'm gonna do that, and then I have one finished. Okay, so this dress is done. I have it finished. It would need some ironing on the bottom or where I sewed, but I don't have an ironing yet, so we'll leave that for later. But I want to show you the second dress. I'm doing it a little bit different. I want to show you what I'm doing. So this is the bottom. I have cut it a little bit shorter than the other one because it looked a little bit too long, the other one. And so this is what I did. Instead of just gathering it with thread, I am actually using elastic, and I love how it turned out. And this is how I'm gonna sew it on. So I hope you can see it, but I'm gonna try and explain it on the back. But yeah, I love how that turned out. I think that's gonna be so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna try and show you. So I did hem the top, and later I'm gonna take this out and hem it a little bit different, but to get it more straight, that's why I'm doing that. So I'm gonna take my elastic. I have very thin elastic here. I'm gonna take that and sew it on like that. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm stretching it as much as I possibly can, and I'm holding it down. Okay, there you go, one of them is done. And now I'm gonna do a second one, a little bit lower. And now you might be able to see why I did hem it. I have it just stitched very loosely so I can get it out. Once I have the second one in, I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna hem it so I don't have the stitches in the front because they don't look too good. So I'm gonna take them out. So anyways, I'm gonna do the second one now. All right, the second one is on as well, so you can see. So now I'm gonna take out the bottom stitches. My skirts ready to sew on. I'm gonna sew this on with transparent twine or whatever you want to call it. Like it's clear, you will not be able to see that I sewed it on. So I'm gonna sew this on, and then after that I'm gonna sew on the skirts. There you go, that is on there. Yes, you can't really tell, but it is sewed on. All right, it is all finished, the second one. 2 more to go, but yeah, I'm happy how it turned out. Sewed some buttons on there. This is the first dress that I finished. It has a little bit more of a puffy skirt, but I do really like this one too. But I think so far the other one is my favorite, but this one is pretty cute too. Okay, the fourth one is done. This one is very simple. I just made a pattern off of one of the shirts or one of the tops of the other dresses, and yeah, just cut it out on fabric. A little ruffle here, it's not much, but I just worked with the fabric that I had, so yeah, it needs ironing yet, and then I'm gonna wash them and they're finished. So Hopefully they will look good.
Hey, it is a completely new day. It's not even the same week, I don't think. No, it's been a week. But anyways, I'm just editing the video here, and why am I outside? Because it is a gorgeous day. So, anyways, I just wanted to say I really hope you enjoyed, and if you made it till the end, you are brilliant. It was not the most exciting video, but I really hope that you learned something, or if not, I really hope at least you enjoyed it. And yeah, I just want you to know that I'm praying for you. I'm praying that whatever you're going through in life, I don't know my viewers, I don't know who is watching. I'm just praying for you that everything is well, and whatever you're going through, if it's a good time, if it's not as good of a time, if you're going through a hard time, whatever it is, that God will be with you. And yeah, really hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.